very thrilling vibration at the launch base due to the thrusting of twin S200 motors.
+1, -20 seconds.
Ignition arm
-15 seconds.
Now, taken off.
We are targeting based on the guidance, visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, in working in multiple areas, including application and developing new next generation launcher, building satellites and enabling application to the common man of the country. In fact, 68 departments are using satellite data and all state governments, union territories are using. And surely our target is, we are working for the Viksit Bharat 2047, and I am sure the type of dedication across the country in multiple programs will be in par with any other spacefaring nation under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Spacefaring nation.
Spacefaring nation. Yeah, that's nice.
Those who have advanced technologies.
Yeah, surely we are also working towards the advanced technology, and we are not competing with anybody. And our space program is meant for bringing benefit to the common man of our country. We are not competing, but technology-wise, we are working to make ourselves in par with any other spacefaring nations.
Just in a span of 40 hours, India has showcased its strong aerial and aerospace superiority. From supersonic missiles captivating Southeast Asia to next-gen air defense proving unbeatable, continuing to a historic space launch, lifting the heaviest payload ever from Indian soil.
है और इस समय हम उड़ान से 27 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं. BlueBird Block-2.
Both S200 motors ignited.
LVM-3M6 BlueBird Block-2 mission, a majestic liftoff. The rocket is beautifully searing through the bright Sriharikota sky.
On December 23, 2025, the Indian Space Research Organisation successfully launched the LVM-3M6 rocket from Sriharikota, carrying the 6.5-ton BlueBird Block-2 satellite for US-based AST SpaceMobile. This is the heaviest payload ever lofted by an Indian rocket, demonstrating advanced heavy lift capabilities for geostationary orbits. The mission supports global broadband connectivity via smartphone-compatible satellites, highlighting India's role in commercial space ventures and its edge in cost-effective, reliable launches amid growing space militarization.
The most important goal here is that we should reach a capability of launching heavyweight satellites in any orbit, low Earth orbit or geosynchronous orbit, both for meeting our requirement as well as a commercial thing for other countries. So in achieving this goal, there were a lot of obstacles, a lot of problems and all. So today we have finally achieved that goal in the sense that this is the third commercial launch of this so-called Bahubali, and now this is becoming a workhorse model, and I am very happy that this we have achieved. And this is a reply or a milestone. It's a game changer actually. I am hoping that there will be so many people coming forward to use this vehicle in different technologies, different manner. So that way I congratulate all the ISRO colleagues.
As you are all aware, today we have successfully launched the LVM-3M6 Bahubali rocket, and which has injected precisely the BlueBird Block-2 communication satellite of USA, a commercial satellite, in the intended orbit. The importance of today's missions are a couple of things. Number one, this is the 9th successful launch of the LVM-3 vehicle. It demonstrated 100% reliability. All the launches made so far are successful. Second thing is, today's launch is the satellite launch is the another important occasion, the heaviest satellite ever lifted from Indian soil is accomplished today, close to 6,000 kg, precisely 5,908 kg. That is the heaviest satellite ever lifted from Indian soil, and we have achieved this mission. Third thing is, the orbit, what we have achieved is we were aiming for 520 kilometer circular orbit, 518 by 519.8, less than 1.5 kilometer precision. This is one of the best accuracy achieved by any launcher in the world. And this is the best accuracy so far achieved from Indian launchers also. In fact, it is not an incident which happened. We targeted to achieve, and we have achieved this. The fourth accomplishment is, this is the 434th satellite of 34 countries which is lifted from Indian soil. Another important achievement is the Mach 3 vehicle. The last vehicle we did this mission on November 2. Today, in 52 days, the second Mach 3 is successfully lifted off from Indian soil. And another important achievement is, every vehicle we improve the performance of the vehicle by modifying some of the structures, inducting new systems for improving the payload capability. Today, one of the improvements what we have done is, for the S200, the solid motor control system, earlier we used to have electro-hydraulic actuator, which is a very complex system. For the first time, India has developed a very heavy, high powerful electromechanical actuator. We have improved the payload capability of the vehicle, approximately 150 kg plus we have improved in this mission.
India is set to seal a massive export deal worth over $450 million combined with Vietnam and Indonesia. If finalized after Russia gives a go-ahead, Vietnam and Indonesia will become new ASEAN buyers after the Philippines. This will take India's defense diplomacy to its peak.
So Indonesia is interested, you're right, but the discussions are about to begin. There are other countries also who have shown interest in BrahMos, some countries in the Middle East and some other countries in Southeast Asia. But I think it's too early because these are sensitive matters. I'm sure in the next few years, India will, more or less, I'm confident that our exports will double or triple in the next 5 years.
So, Atmanirbharta does not mean that we are going to produce everything in India. Means that's not possible for a developing nation like us. So, we are going to establish joint ventures, different kind of ventures, and BrahMos Aerospace is one such venture. It's been a major success story in our efforts towards Atmanirbharta, I must say, in defense. As one of the world's finest and largest precision guided weapon, BrahMos has fortified India's deterrence power in the 21st century. The missile system has successfully operationalized by the three services and is truly a Brahmastra of its times.
India's cruise missile BrahMos can fly at Mach 2.8 and has an operational range of 450 kilometers extended from its original 290 kilometers. India plans to induct an 800-kilometer variant from 2028. India earlier signed a $375 million deal in January 2022 to supply BrahMos coastal batteries to the Philippines, with deliveries underway. BrahMos flies nearly 3 times the speed of sound, with precision strikes up to 450 kilometers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. -4, 3, 2, 1, now. Taken off.
On December 23, 2025, the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) finished the user evaluation trials of the Akash NG next-generation surface-to-air missile, which helps with intercepting the high-speed, maneuvering aerial targets in multiple scenarios, validating its readiness for induction into the Indian Air Force. Akash NG even helps with improved guidance and mobility, enhancing layered air defense against aircraft, drones and cruise missiles, which is key for border security. According to the Ministry of Defense, the test has placed India in an elite club of nations with advanced in-house escape system testing capability. Dynamic ejection tests are significantly more complex than static tests such as the net test or the 0-0 test and are a real measure for evaluating ejection seat performance and efficacy of the canopy severance system. A dual-sled system with the LCA aircraft forebody was propelled to precisely controlled velocity through phased firing of multiple solid propellant rocket motors. With rapid and successful launches, India is reaching the skies, be it from exports to orbits to intercepts, paint a picture of India soaring in aerial superiority, bolstering national security and global partnerships. One question that comes to mind is that 2025 coming to an end.
है और इस समय हम उड़ान से 27 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं। BlueBird Block-2
Both S200 motors ignited.
LVM-3M6 BlueBird Block-2 mission, a majestic liftoff.
Normal.
The rocket is beautifully searing through the bright Sriharikota sky.